What's up, Cottage Crew? This is V, and welcome to the yet unnamed series where I interview people. I am here with Locked Wolf of Locked Wolf Reacts.
I love that. What's up, y'all? Oh wait. Yeah. Everybody knows the call.
You
Everybody
said
should have
make
said
it.
yeah by now.
All right. So,
Kicking it with V. There we go. Welcome to Kicking It with V.
I
Boom.
maybe yeah. I was trying to make it all kinds of like fancy. I was like, what kind of I tackled a couple. I was like maybe like the Cadence Archives, but that would have to be
Ooh.
musical artists, and I don't have any of those yet. So like,
Ooh. Welcome to the Visual Archive.
I thought about that one too, but I was like, man, I use my name in a lot of stuff. Like, I don't want
So
to like
what? I will
do.
too. I do too. Lots Wolf reacts. Lots Wolf games. Lots Wolf eats. Lots Wolf poops. Lots Wolf sleeps. You just everything. You gonna know it's me. So they gotta know it's
Right,
V. Dr.
right,
Seuss.
right.
See that?
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah,
Thank you for inviting me on to do this. I appreciate it. It's been a long
yeah,
time coming. Life has been
yeah.
life.
I'm excited about it. I definitely like. This is like my whole thing to begin with. I always like watching the reactions, being a part of the community, just being an observer. Like, I always had questions, like questions that
Okay.
were unanswered. And
Okay.
it's like, why do I continue to have these unanswered questions when I could just, like, I don't know, open up a little bit?
Exactly.
And so I started interacting in some of the lives, and I met you and the Wolves Den, and then yeah, it just kind of like spiraled into a place where I mean, my goal was always to have a seat at the table. I have questions and I want answers for them, and the only way to get answers is to ask the questions to the right people, you know?
Ask away.
So, um, you know, I feel like this is a good start to trying to build the rest of the empire, because the empire includes many things. We have Amber Deep, that's coming very soon. I'm
Oh wow.
almost done with the mechanics for that, and then I'll be able to send the player packets out for that
Is
for
that what you're
everybody.
calling it?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I've
That
settled on.
is dope.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm having some struggles with because I don't want it to be I don't want it to be very mech heavy, because everybody who's playing has never played a TTRPG before. So, like, I'm trying to come up with my own system. I don't want to use a pre-existing system. I want to try and make something myself. Something that really, my first thought was joy. Like, when I was thinking about trying to give back to you guys for everything that y'all have done for me, that was like the word that came to mind, is like, joy is something that you get a lot of, but at the same time, you don't get your own joy. You know, like, people tend to forget that people are people. You know, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you're 100K or one subscriber or none or non-existent. It doesn't. People are people are people, and everybody deserves to have a place where they can relax and have a good time and not have to feel pressured to be who they are in their day job. So people like you, people like Archie, people like I. It still hasn't happened yet. I haven't gotten any yeses. I have asked a couple times. I would love for Ray to do it with us, but I know he's a busy man. Um,
I'll just ask him.
but a space. I have asked
Right.
him, but
Race.
I,
He sucks at social media and inboxes. He does.
I know, and it's
So
okay. Like, but I
next
want
time I
to be
talk to him, I'll
pushy.
ask him, and he'll
I don't
probably
want to
just
be
be like,
pushy.
"What is
Like,
that?"
I've never ever wanted to be pushy about it, because like I know he has a lot, and he always has been very adamant about like feeling like he's always needed for something. But that's kind of like the whole reason that I want him to do it, is because it's the opposite of that in a lot of ways. I want him to do it really bad, because it'll give him an opportunity to be something else for a little while. He doesn't have to be Uncle Ray. He doesn't have to be Five Reactions. He doesn't have to be, you know, husband, father.
Yeah.
He can be like
Grimdor. Whatever. I just made something up.
right. He can just and all of you can. It gives you a
I'm just
space to
waiting to
be
be told what I
really
am, and I'm gonna make a voice up for it and everything. Like I'm gonna make a voice and everything, personality. Like when I step into whatever you tell me, once you tell me, I'm gonna legit be like a method actor, and I'm gonna be like, let me get on my
that's
Heath
the
Ledger.
goal. That is the goal. I want all of you to give it because it's only once a month. It's not every month. It's like not every week. Some do, and if we get to the point where the whole guild decides that that's something that they want to do, then we'll
Yeah.
discuss. But
Nah, I'm gonna get my role play on
um,
for real. I'm about to get. I'm gonna have people in
one
there
thing
thinking like, "Are you for mad at me?" Yeah,
is
no, but you don't know.
got you. I have Archie.
Oh
I've
yeah.
got Jay.
Okay.
Um,
Make Archie the make him a dwarf. make, make Archie the dwarf.
no, well, it's really whatever you guys want. It's your characters. You're going to create them. I'm going to give you like a kind of like an outline of what you're going to need to start the story, and it's all y'all. And that's the creative part.
I
That's where
can't
the
wait.
creative part starts. Is being able. The only person that I have a role for is Tossie.
He has a specific role. I can't wait. I can't wait for this. I can't wait.
Tossie's going to be the bard.
I knew it. I knew it. I literally was going to be like, "Is he going to be the bard?" That was about to come out my mouth. You just took the word out my mouth. Toss a coin to your witcher.
He is so good with the guitar. I think it'll be perfect for him to just toss those ad libs in and
Yeah.
really create a lore for this world that we're going to be in because it is a lot bigger than just the reactors. Eventually, when we get to a certain point in the story, you guys are going to have an option to open your own guilds, which means that you and your community will have a voice with you.
Oh. Okay.
So they'll be able to apply to be a part of the guild. And then when they get accepted, that basically means that they can come on a piece of the campaign with us.
Oh yeah. I'm getting a whole army. Whole army.
So like if we could talk them into it, we could get like MB, we could get like Sumo, we could get
Oh my gosh.
their all of the mods. I think that's where we're
That'd be
gonna
dope.
probably. I haven't decided yet. We'll see exactly how it goes and how it unfolds. I kind of just want to let it flow the best I can. I don't want to be too dictatory about it. I just kind of want to let it meander on its way. So, um, that is
Oh,
one
I don't know when
thing.
anybody will see this, but today is Sunday as of Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to everybody out there. When you see this, it'll be a late Father's Day, I'm sure. But nonetheless, I said it to you guys. I love you.
Hopefully, within the next 48 hours if my service allows, it'll be up. Um,
Boom.
yes, happy late Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. We are very grateful for all of you, and you know, if we're gonna, go there, and that also definitely ties into part of the reason why I want to do this. I want to have Amber Deep for you guys because I think that being a parent is hard. I'm not. I don't have any kids of my own. I've got cats, lots of cats.
Cat kids.
So like, um, again, just a space for you guys to decompress and just do something else for a little while. And yeah, so, but that's not really what we're here for.
Nope.
We have questions and I have answers that need to be gotten so that I can further my quest of knowledge.
Yes.
So
The
I'm
Watcher.
going to start with the first one. Who is Locked Wolf?
Lot Wolf is I would say it's a lot. You've heard me say it. Lot Wolf is Jeremy. Jeremy is Lot Wolf. That's pretty much it. I just didn't want to. I didn't. I never wanted to be one of those people who just use their name as like a brand. Because then to me, I mean, yeah, you could, but then that leads to a lot of unnecessary things and consequences. You know, people knowing your name, pinpointing you down, and all that
Hmm.
other stuff. I've always loved the wolves. I've loved werewolves since the beginning of time. So, oddly enough, Werewolf in Paris was the movie that made me love werewolves. I should have been scared, but I was like, "Oh, werewolf, eat that bitch!" So, so wolves. A lot of people think locked comes from me being locked in, but rest in peace to my locks. I don't have them no more, but it was because I had locks. If you guys notice, those are gone. Have not shaped up my hair yet, so I'm not showing that. That if anybody's played Tekken, I look like Hinhachi, but I have hair in the middle. But it's like I feel like I'm Batman, so we're just not gonna show that. We're gonna put the hat on. But Lothwolf is Jeremy. Jeremy is Lothwolf. 35, 2 kids, wife. I'm an Ohio. Pit bulls, corn, crackheads, soybeans. Also from Mississippi. Shout out to Mississippi. McGee, Mississippi. But no, I'm a big nerd. I got DC on one arm, and then I got Marvel on the other arm. I'm just a big old nerd, big giant softy. I love music.
That is very clear.
I love the fuck out of music. Long story short, y'all, I used to have the gift of singing. Bad accident, fucked up my vocal cords. Couldn't sing.
Used to is not a thing. He still can sing.
I could not. I could dance though. I was a dancer, but you know, having kids, you kind of stop doing certain things. But I still can dance. But I've I started learning that I have a certain ear for music, and I used to watch reactors before I knew that they were called reactors. Cause I just loved how people broke down music. One day, I kind of just said I can do that, and at that time, I was on year 2 of being full time as a content creator, and I think that was year 4 or 5 of content creating in general. Because this
Wow.
year is this year is year 9, but in October it'll be year 10. It'll be a whole decade that I've been
We're gonna have
streaming.
to do some kind of celebration. That's big.
I've been thinking about this since last year, and I still have nothing. But yeah, yeah. So I'm just someone who is blessed to have built a space in the community and have been put in this position in life. Not many people do content creation and actually is successful in it. So I
Yeah.
understand that I am on a small percentage of the ones who actually made something from it.
As somebody who's tried 10 years ago, this is my second jaunt with trying to be a creator of some
It
kind.
is it is very hard. It is very hard, but I would tell
Mhm.
people if you have a passion and want to do it, go get it. Never say you want to chase something because you're implying is running away from you, and nothing is running away from you. I always say I'm going to go get this because it's in my grasp. I just have to do the work to get it.
Most of
So
it was outside of my control, health reasons and life stuff. But
yeah,
um, in doing it then and doing it now, I know that like in general it is a lot of work and people tend to like see the finished product and they go, "Oh, it looks great."
yeah. Give me another one.
But
And I'm like,
then they actually like, "Oh, I want to try." Editing is a bitch. Um,
which is why I don't
trying
even add it. I don't.
trying to do all of that stuff overlays and I'm just not very tech savvy, you know.
I just don't have time
Um,
for it, and then I don't have the funds, as everybody seems to think, to hire people to continuously edit it. And then me personally, Not a slight at anybody else who edits their videos or have those cuts. Me personally, I understand why people do those reactions or videos where it's like every other word you can tell they're cutting it. Me personally, for my aesthetic, I want to be more raw, more genuine. Because the way I look at it is, if it's a reaction, it should be one take. It shouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, I get it,
It's
but
you
I
know.
think a lot of that stuff, and especially when it comes to like our crew of people and like the other gentle fellows, as I like to call you guys, um, they do it when they feel like they need to. They do it for fine tuning reasons, and they're not ever, because most of the time you can go back and see their lives. They're
Yeah,
cutting them from their lives. So like there could be a whole rant in there that Archie just doesn't want to put in the video,
I want people to see my rant.
you know, and
Yeah,
that's
I want
fine.
people to
Everybody
see.
does things their own way, and that is a-okay. That's why I really enjoy my communities because
Yeah,
everybody's different. They have their own
that's why I said
thing.
there's no slight at nobody, because I still enjoy watching it. Like, I still watch it. It's not like I see it and I'm like, they have cuts. Like, for
But
me and my aesthetic, I wouldn't. Yeah,
those cuts lead to questions, which is why I'm in the position that I'm in right now, because I want to know why you cut that out. What was it?
yeah. See, it in me, I don't.
You
Uh, so that question can never. If somebody ever asks me like, "Why'd you cut it out?" I'm like, "Cut what out?" Like, I mean, OBS does have a pause button to where I cut something out, and the only time, if you watch a reaction of mine, you'll be like, "Whoa, Wolf had a cut." It's 9 times out of 10 you've been in there. It's probably that I'm thanking somebody for a dono request or saying thank you for the follow, and
Daddy
that
duty, daddy
that
duty happens a lot.
yeah, or daddy duty. So that one I'm kind of like, let me pause. But usually, my plan is, I don't try to play favorites, and I won't call it favorites. I just know a lot of people will look at it like, I've been, and this might even be a question of yours. What? How do I choose what gets uploaded?
Hmm. You know what? People ask that question to you all the time, and no, one, it was not one of my questions, but two, it's a dumb question. And
It's
I'll tell
it's
you, I'll tell you why it's a dumb question.
you tell me yours. Yeah, you tell me yours.
I say it like that because why does it matter? If you're gonna come in and you're gonna have it done, and or even if it's a reaction that you do on your own, songs you pick on your own, what you choose to upload and what you choose not to is a testament to you too. What are you feeling? What are you not feeling? What do you want to promote? What don't you want to promote? Like, so when I say it doesn't matter, it's not to be like any kind of way or negative, but
Right.
it's because the only person that it should matter to and should know the reason why is you, because that's personal to you, because that's part of who you are, and that's part of your brand, that's part of who as Locke will put out in this space, you know and I think that people should just enjoy the ride
That
on
that
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 aspect.
that is a good one though. I've never heard. I like that one. I like that one. Uh, Mine's just simple. If I rock with it, I usually just upload it. If I like the sound, if I like the vocalist, the instrumental, a lot of people tend to be like, "Oh, it's for the views." And then my rebuttal is, how would I know if that video was gonna get a high view if that was my first time reacting to that person?
You've put out stuff, and
I'm
I
just putting
am
out a video because I like.
surprised. Sometimes they don't do well in the first 48 hours, and I'm like, that's crazy. One, that reaction was great. Two, the song is fantastic, but you're sitting at like 51 views, and then you got to be talking about the YouTubes and their stuff they do.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, and the way I look at it is, if I see 51 views, that's 51 people that possibly didn't know about that artist, and now either they're on their Spotify, or they didn't like them, or they did. Either way, that's, to me, that hopefully that was 51 more people than they didn't have before. Because my whole goal is just I'm
Oh,
sharing
definitely.
what I like and ultimately what the community requests. But the community itself, you start to realize a lot of other people in the community have taste, and you know what certain artists or what certain genres are going to come through. And the way I look at it is, if it gets views, it gets views. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm doing my job of sharing what I love. So I know when
That
those comments come through, I should ignore it, but it just irks me because I'm genuinely one of those guys who I just love. I just love music and love what I'm doing, regardless if it gets thousands of views. And I want to be the first to tell people, y'all, most of the time, YouTube is paying us 58 cents per 1,000 views.
hmm
58 cents. This month, I'm getting paid 31 cents per 1,000 views. Unless they're up there, and we all know the reactors who are up there, who is really making the money up there, and nothing against them. Shout out to them. They're still paving the way, still active. But when it comes to me, please stop telling me I make all this money. Please stop it, cause you make me go to my bank account and I'm like, where? I keep asking where, and and you guys are lying to me, and I don't appreciate being lied to. You're my community, so when you're in my comment section talking about, oh, be quiet, you do this for all the money, where? I'm let me know. I do this because I love music. So
Yeah.
also going back to who was locked with, I have ADHD, y'all. ADHD. We still need to be tested for the tism part. Then recently just got told that I probably strongly am bipolar. So when you guys see me reacting and you're like, oh, he's overly hype or he's overly, I'm not. I am a hype animated person. I've been like that my whole entire life. Don't know if it's a stem or not, but if I hear something sonically that's very pleasing to my ear holes, I have to get it out in some type of manner. So,
hmm
sorry, not sorry. If you guys
It's
watch it, you're like, oh,
it's
he's overhyping. No, if anything, you guys should be happy because if that's what it's making me feel, that's how I'm acting.
it's almost bothersome to not get it out.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
like it's under your skin, and
I
you're
feel like I'm gonna
like, you
explode or
need to
something.
do this. I've gotta shimmy. Like,
Yeah, something
something,
gotta
this
shimmy or
not,
something.
like,
Like I see these wrinkles. This is not from age. This is constant stank face. Yeah, I gotta do something. Like, get off my back. Shit. I'm just trying to give you guys my point of view. But nah, seriously, I'm just as long as this allows me to keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I know I'm in a field that can have extreme ups, and then they can have
hmm
extreme downs. There's people who I started reacting around the time they did, and they're no longer an active channel, you know. And for me, with Mrs. Wolf being stay-at-home mom, this I am all I got in this field. So for me, the grind is a little bit different. I'm not grinding just as like a single dad or a single man. I'm grinding for my son. I'm grinding for my daughter. I'm grinding for a wife. I'm grinding for legacy. I'm grinding for rent. I'm grinding. I'm a normal dude who has just again the blessed opportunity to entertain and share my love for music with people. And
that's the whole reason
that's
that
it.
when I started looking at, I watched a couple of your reactions for NF, and because I was on a big
Oh,
NF kick.
Nathan, I love you.
When I okay, I sometimes I have issues
Damn it,
hearing
you
the
don't
word
see it. Hold on.
processing.
That small little thing right there. That's his signature.
I have fear in there signed, so
Yes.
one
We
in
don't
one, but
play around here, y'all. We don't play around here. guys and gals.
Mm,
Thank you. Life is about, okay? I am about it.
Beer was fantastic. I had to get a signed copy of that one. I just had to.
I love them all.
And he
But
gave
anyway, you
me
were saying?
$10, and that was crazy. But anyway, so I was trying to hear more of his lyrics. I was having issues hearing him because in some of the stuff I was just like an untrained ear too. Like I found now that I've been listening to a lot more hip hop and stuff, like and rap and alternative rap and just like,
Right.
you know, I'm getting better at catching all of the words as they come. It's actually been really good for my auditory processing. Um, but
I
so
know.
I ran across a couple of your videos, and then I was like, you know what? He does these lives, and I started watching the lives, and I just watched for a little while because like I'm an anxious person, so I didn't want to like open up because I've always had like a the internet can be a very dangerous place, and
Yeah.
like so I just I'm very cautious, And so anyway, I watched you for a few weeks and like, a couple of lives here and there or whatever. And then I started talking in the chat. And then I tried to make my first request and I fumbled the fuck out of that one. PSA to anybody in any community in anything online. If there are pinned messages, read them. They're pinned for a reason. Anyway, um so that was like embarrassing, which is basically like how if I had met people in person, if I had met you in person, I probably would have ended up falling over or something because I'm just a very anxious, nervous person. um there's something about the way that you are. It feels like, it always felt like I know that guy. Like, you just have an energy about you. You're just a good person. You're a good dude. You're down to earth. You're real. You're raw.
I try. I try.
And, like, from the jump, I met like first thing I did was tell you like I have questions for you about how this works. Like I want to do this stuff and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Can you help me? And you were so gracious about it. And like just like today, uh, just like doing this, we had a little bit of a back and forth because the 80 as Archie calls it is so wrong, and so like it kind of took a little while, but um, you know, I've slowly been learning, and here I am. I got a channel. I got 39 subscribers, and it's because I took a chance in trying to talk to somebody and be a real person with them. Like, I feel like that's just the way that you need to be, straightforward and honest. Like, there's something about you that drew me in that said, if I was to ask this man for help, I feel like he would genuinely be able to answer a couple of questions. Nothing serious, nothing too jarring, nothing too invasive. Just like, hey, how does OBS, like, what do I do with this?
Right.
You know? And I'd say that so far it's been a wonderful friendship. And I'm so
Agreed.
glad that you're willing to do this for me
Of
and
course.
to do this with us and be a part of my side of things at all. You have plenty of things to be doing, and I appreciate your time just as much as
I'm just smoking, playing
you
God of War. It's cool. Legit. You see my eyes? I've been doing a lot more than I'm supposed to. I'm smoking and playing God of War. I'm trying to get to fucking Zeus up. But no, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot than you know. It means a lot more than you know. You know, I when I say I try, I'm not saying I'm trying to be a good dude. I'm just trying to be a positive percent in people's life. You know.
In the beginning, I think you are a good person. I think you're a person who's just trying to make a way for his family, and you're doing it in a way that makes you happy instead of angry and bitter and resentful because you have to go to a 9 to 5 job that blows.
Sadly, I had a knack for selling cell phones, so I probably went back to selling cell phones. It's just the story of my life. Just kind of like Linlin said, I was born to pretty much do this. I feel like I was also born to sell the fuck out of cell phones.
All right,
Cause I wasn't a
yeah,
fucked up guy. I was up front. Hey, your bill about to be high as fuck. You think you about to come in here and be like, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy. I'm gonna let you know this now. Ooh, piece of that big toe, because that's what I'm gonna need for this bill every month is a big toe. And then they be like, oh, like yeah. I'm not one of the motherfuckers that's gonna lie to you and bite you in the ass. You wanna know why? Because in the long run, I gotta call customer care for 2 weeks straight, kind of trying to figure out shit because I lied to you. I don't got time for that.
mm-mm.
I don't got time for that. So let's walk down here to where
Who
you
does?
said you can afford some shit. I've worked with so many people where I've just sat back and just mind my business, but I gave them the eye. I was like, oh yes, ma'am, I can waive your late fees. Did you say you could waive her late fees? Yeah, no, the fuck you can't. Uh, I'm the manager. I can't even do that. Oh, you
You
going
doing it out of your own pocket?
all right? Cool. You go deal with it. That one time, you better come talk about. Let me get my manager. I'm not. You better tell her all the late fees ain't gonna be waived. You better figure out some other way to say that. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it.
Nope. I mean, I went back to the same job 4 different times
Four.
over the 5 years. I will never work Big Pizza again.
Oh wow. Yeah. I would never work Domino's again. And I can't even eat Domino's. If I go to somewhere and they're like, "Yo, we're ordering pizza. We're ordering Domino's," I'm like,
All right, so I guess your answer to the last one kind of ran into the next one, which was what made you want to be a reactor.
yeah, it was
Kind
betting on
of,
myself. You know,
yeah.
it was. I started off doing movie trailers. I did. I'm a nerd, so I did the. This tells you how long ago it was. I was doing the first official trailer to Tom Holland's Uncharted, which I
Um,
still loved. I
yeah,
loved.
it was good.
It was. I loved it. I mean, as a gamer, I probably would have went for a more older man to kind of be
Was it a
Nathan.
game?
You said what?
Was it a game?
Yeah, it's a PlayStation exclusive.
I didn't know.
They got three of them. Four. One of those numbers. Um, but yeah, I did that. And before I realized how this reaction world worked, in a sense, my instant thing was, oh, I didn't get enough views. I only got 20 views. I did two of those videos. I give up. Uh, one out of my two friends, IRL, he goes by Shady937. Y'all see him pop in sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
He started off. He did Tom McDonald's Riot, and then he just told me, "Hey man, I think you have a song for you. You might love it. Like just react to it." And I did that, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for that in my time period in my life, and then now I'm here. And before I even go forward with that, I I'm no stranger in liking what I like and standing on business when it comes to just being genuine and not being fake. And I want everybody to know it is okay to like an artist in whatever era or time period they are in their career, and if they just start making music that doesn't resonate or fit with you anymore as a person, it is okay to not to be a fan no more or not to listen to that music. You can wish them all the all the goodness in the world, but it don't resonate with you. And that's just me personally. I got hit with you're a sellout, you're a blah blah blah, but I evolved as a person, and the music I just wanted to be listening to and what I support, that just wasn't it no more. People change. I didn't care
The media.
because I'll get that I used him. I used him. I used the community, and that hurts me because I in that time period of being a reactor, I'm not using nobody. I nobody has asked, really my side. When it comes to that, it's always just screw you. You use Tom just like every other reactor, and it's like what I was reacting to, what I loved about Tom in that time period is what resonated with me, and I truly was a fan and loved that music. And I have no quarrel with telling people I am a very big non-political person. Does not mean I'm not aware of what's going on. I have a family. I have to be aware. But I'm a big non-political person.
You
And
don't want to play the game that's going on right now, and that's what it's a dangerous game that they're. I don't think we
I,
want to go. Let's not do that today.
that's why I said I'm aware because a lot of people take when you say you're not political, and this is why I will say that without even doing it. People will say not being political, you're lacking knowledge or you're not paying attention. And me, it's like nope. I want to sit here and firmly say on this interview, I'm non-political and I'm very aware. And V knows me on I would say as a friendship on a kind of a personal level to where she can agree. I am very aware of everything.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just not a political person, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And when I feel like you're putting my back against a wall, because again, no slight, that's where your evolution as an artist is going. That's where you want to start going and doing. Cool, fine. It's putting my back against a wall because now, and
Mhm.
I am now feeling conflicted and I'm feeling fake because why am I now reacting to this music and it's painting me on this side when honestly, don't put me on nothing. I don't give a fuck. Fence rider or not, I fence riders to me, my definition of that is people who don't want to be aware of nothing. They just want to cruise. I'm aware of
We have
every
a term for
every
that
angle.
in the magical community. We call them dabblers. And
I'm very aware, and I just choose not to be because of
dabbler
as you see
community
the
is so
problems.
large and it's so dangerous with everything. It doesn't matter what subject it is. If you're not going to be informed on both sides and truly unbiasedly informed, you need to look at facts. And this is kind of like where the ADHD and the um, possible autism on your side and the autism on my side really causes a problem for people because we look at the facts of the situation. We get very logical, very, very articulate with the details of the situation, pattern recognition, these superpowers that we have. It
So I
are
just choose to stay out of it because if I speak on it, I'm a weirdo or all types of other names. So V pretty much hit it on the head. So I'll just end it right there, y'all. I'm very aware. Again, have no issues with Tom. I just when you start putting my back in a corner, that's making me seem like I am for something, and I'm really just I'm Switzerland.
Or
That was my only reason.
let's do it this way. We'll set the elephant in the room out. You are a mixed man. You are a black man in a culture that creates violence. And I'm sorry, but we can't abide that. I live in this area and I can't stand that behavior at all. Like
Yeah.
people are people are people are people like
People are
and
people to people to people to people. Yeah.
people like
I just know I had to address that because
and
I'm
the
not gonna
people
lie.
that I personally know have been around, seen, who listen, truly listen, like not just for like for a job, for a reaction, for being a reactor, like this is a popular artist, let me check out their catalog, I'm curious type of thing, learning, growing, and obtaining new knowledge. um, and there's people who really take that stuff into them and it just fuels more hate.
Some of y'all take this shit too serious. I'm gonna say it with V saying it nicely as the host. I ain't the motherfucking host. I'm gonna say it to y'all asses. Y'all take this shit too seriously when at the root of it is fucking music. Y'all forget it's music. And this is why I'm also non-political, is because I see too many good friends, too many good people start hating each other for no reason just because of that damn word. So
Yep.
I leave it out because I want everybody to just love music and share that passion.
Well,
So
and the other thing too is like, especially like, because you have artists who are very like this or that, a little of this, a little of that.
a little bit of
But
this,
then
a
you
little
have
bit of
people
that.
who like, look at this and look at
Hmm.
that. It's two different things. You know, it's this is this and that is that, or it's you know this
Yeah.
is one thing, this is another thing, and you have to cognitively within yourself do some like
Some light work, some shadow work.
discernment and
Yeah. So I just I had a knack for reactions. Um, I felt like when I decided to do it, I felt like I wanted to bring something different to the table than just oohs and ahs, and that was good. And I just slowly started to realize I was hearing music that I felt at the t- that I feel like I was listening to it different and deeper than the average. And that's not trying to be all like I was listening to it like this. It was. I just felt like a lot of times when I listened to the lyrics, I was lining them up with something in my life. It everything I was listening to it to a point where I was pulling something out of my subconscious and being like, wow,
pop up
wow.
question pop up question how do those NF drops treat you?
Um, I'm actually happy for that question. Um, Most people, nobody knows this. So I guess this is a V exclusive. Um, Before I even became a reactor, NF was kind of my um, aha moment that I could be a reactor
Okay.
because
It's funny
going
how
through depression, yeah, going through depression, going through mental health, um, that's the moment I that's the moment I stopped being a listener and I started being an observer of the lyrics. Because when you listen to NF, he's an iceberg artist. You can listen to his songs and take it for the iceberg. You can be like, "Oh, this is awesome!" Woo! But when you really And not saying that there's other fans out there who need to be going through something to understand NF, but
Hmm.
when you're going through something and everything he's saying in a dark room, all you have dark thoughts, dark room, enough playing, and all you really have in your head is just saying those lyrics. You start to decipher those lyrics and what they mean to you, and you start realizing even with somebody with all this fame and wealth, they're normal just like you. And
Just like you, like you.
it was kind of like it's kind of like the friend in school who got an F and you got an F too. You're like, oh, we got F's together. Fuck, but ah. It was kind of like somebody going through shit. I was going through shit with them together. But
Hmm.
the thing about NF at the same time, he has the ability to make pain sound beautiful, but in the same song give you hope. He doesn't make it sound like it's a attack on mental health. It's more like a his method is here's the mental health problem. Here's how we can see the light. And that kind of made me realize I was listening to music at a to what I thought to what I think is at a different level than most people. And then it just that's
That
why when I tell people
alien.
I walked into this, I walked into it. No, I was about ready to give up content creation because not the fact that I didn't have it in me. Trying to stream as a strict gamer is a very hard genre to get into, guys. I'm telling you, I'm not saying that as somebody who's person who gives up. It is very
No, because
hard.
no, because you're a Capcom creator. You still have your gaming niche, but when it comes to content in general, having only one thing, it does limit you when it comes to you trying to get your name out there.
Especially if you're not super cracked at these games. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest. I love you guys out there in the world, in the digital world. But if it's a Warzone streamer, you want that Warzone streamer to be winning every game, be hitting impossible shots. I'm 35 with kids and I smoke weed. I'm trying to shoot a couple people, say fuck you and your mama, and get off. In between shooting a couple people, y'all, I'm gonna die a lot. So don't come in the stream being like, you suck. I'm sorry, Sherlock. Where the fuck is Watson? Like, duh. But I was getting ready to give up. And it was just because I won't really say give up. I was getting ready to give up on the dream of being a full time streamer. I was gonna go back to work, and I don't want nobody to think that as a content creator, me personally, I don't look down at my 9 to 5, any 9 to 5. That's what I did. So to me, it's kind of like if a stream low happened to where doing this by itself wasn't taking care of business, I would go
You're
get a
still
nine to
gonna take
five.
your business.
I'll go get a job. I'm just a little bit more older now to where I know like I still have a good resume. So let me go out and get something that I still would enjoy doing on the side.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go do something just because like, oh, I'm gonna go get a job where I know I at least ain't gonna be too miserable. I might
It's,
be socially burnt out, but I ain't gonna be too miserable. So I just I took a chance on myself and studied other reactors and far as their layouts and what I should use, and from there you learn to not try to take somebody else's personality because who I was 5 years ago was definitely who I'm not now. So I wasn't comfortable being in my own skin. Um, Now I am. So I 100% tell people don't copy somebody else's personality. Just be you.
Yeah.
Just
Luckily for the world, I can't help but to be anything but myself, which is a mess. So
I've kind of part of that is kind of got tired of trying to be something else, and then once you get tired,
the mask thing is like the mask can cracked in half. It's
yeah,
so human, but
and
it's
then
cracked in half. Well, you don't
that
even know. Like,
that chemical enters called fuck it. So there's a chemical that and it's called fuck it, and as soon as it hits your bloodstream, certain things you just start being like, fuck it, I ain't got time for that.
yeah,
I ain't got time for it. And they're like, is this really you? Yep, yep. Usually you like this. I know. I don't got the energy. I don't got the energy.
and
This
that's
always
okay.
sucked. Your casseroles always sucked.
Doesn't
I just never
doesn't
told you. This shit always sucked.
yeah.
I don't have the energy to smile through these uncooked beans and pasta. This sucks. This sucks. You're usually nice about it. Fuck you. Not nigga take this shit. Like you just enter a fuck it and just start just being like, I have no choice but to be me. And either you like it or you love it. You start realizing that people who like it gravitate towards you, and that people who don't stay away. And you realize that people who don't, it's a blessing. Because why the fuck do I want to be around you in the first place?
Yeah,
You do me a favor.
definitely,
So
definitely,
that's
definitely.
that's that's how I walked into reactions.
Okay, so
100% trusted myself. So if anybody's watching, whether it's reacting or not, trust yourself. Trust yourself and your mods.
that's a whole topic. Let's
I
not.
can't
Let's not.
speak negative about myself, y'all, or V will bite my head off. So, and then my phone reinforced that she was correct because it was like, hey, remember this old Bruce Lee clip where he said your sales don't know when you're joking. So even if you say I'm horrible or I'm ugly and you're joking, your sales don't know that. So it's gonna be like you're serious. So always talk positive about yourself. And guess what, Wolf? You really like Bruce Lee. So why not bring you the Bruce Lee clip? Fuck you, Facebook. That's why. It knew how to get to me. It was like, V's right. Listen to Bruce Lee.
Look, I'm not perfect. I do down talk myself, like, but I do try my best nowadays to like catch myself as much as I can because it's not productive.
It's not.
It's
And then you start feeling shitty about yourself too.
yeah, it's not productive at all.
You
Um,
gave you give me self dopamine when you told me that because now I see my own reels and I'm like, look at that beautiful man. And then I feel like Mario eating a shroom. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, a beautiful fucker. All right, next reaction. Oh,
don't worry, his ego gets checked a lot. If you guys watch lives, you know.
now you don't know because I don't say it no more. I don't want the problems.
Okay, so what pulls you to music?
Emotion, emotion, and memories, whether good or bad. Every song I react to, every song I hear, it has to hit me emotionally. It doesn't have to be relatable all the time,
Hmm.
but it has to hit me emotionally. You can you can vocally have the best vocals on a song. Like I mean superb and have no emotion. And to me I would be like, man, she screamed a lot. It was cool. I don't know if she was happy, sad, glad, mad. Like, man, if I can feel, if I can feel, you have my attention. If you have my
Yeah,
attention, I'm observing. If I'm observing, I'm breaking down. If I'm breaking down, I'm absorbing. That's the only thing I can. And I just freestyle that because that's just how I feel. That is the best way I can explain it.
big facts though. Big facts. Okay. What song impacted you the most growing up?
What song impacted me the most growing up? Does it count if I have two songs? It's two songs in a way, in a sense.
Okay. Present your two songs.
Okay, so the reason why This takes me back to what 1996, 97. Um, Besides liking, have you guys met? I have an older brother who's 7 years older than me. We would stay up late at nights in the summer when he was out of school and play Sega Genesis, play Sonic, and he would make homemade steak fries, and he'll play music on the stereo. And one of the two songs, while just as memory, uh, was California Love and Sweet Lady by Tyrese. I don't need to tell you guys California Love by who, but so Tupac, Roger Troutman, Dr. Dre, all them, and then Tyrese. Just those two songs are just. If you play either one of those songs, I'm legit the stereotype of that's my song. Oh my god, that is my jam. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Here's a hard one.
Oh,
if you had to pull a song from your top 10 and never listen to it again, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. I keep picking one and being like, nope. Nope.
All right, I'll ask you the second question.
I'm gonna go with
okay.
Chris Brown. Run It. I could not listen to that. I could.
All right. What song couldn't you live without?
See, guys, overwhelmed emotion. It came out in a weird laugh. Thank you very much. It's called Eco La 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 La. With the what song couldn't I live without?
See, because you've already answered the question technically, but you haven't. So
it would probably have to be Sweet Lady.
Okay.
I probably listen to that. I wouldn't say every day, but every month it's always played some way, somehow.
Okay.
Sweet Lady.
Well, that concludes the you portion specifically. Like,
now you guys know me.
Now let's talk the UK.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, first question. I know that you've met Ray previously in person.
Mm-hmm.
How was your first meeting with Archie?
Seamless. Had to meet Archie at his gate because his flight got delayed. Him landing was right when our flight to the UK was leaving. So luckily, though, his gate was like 2 gates away from ours. So I ran to get him. Saw him knew who he was only just from I was on YouTube. Like I'm just like that has to be him. That is the only motherfucker that looks like someone named Archie. I wave. He sees me. We say what up real quick, but we like hoof it. I'm walking fast. He's walking like Dexter because I have long legs. So he's like, and I'm just like, just walking real fast. We really didn't even have a time to formally meet because then we literally ran, got in line, boarded, sat down. he came in because shout out to Debs. She called British Airlines ahead of time and got all our seats assigned together.
Good.
Um, under pretty much Ray, me being Ray's carer because Ray has autism and ADHD, so I was the carer, and I was like, that's fucked up because why me? Because we're one the same. Who's caring for me? But shout out to British Airlines. They took care of it. So Archie ended up booking his own flight because what people don't know is even though Deb says she would have, Deb's uh, paid for me and Ray to come over. Archie 100% funded his own everything. So he bought his own ticket.
That's a driven dude.
Bought his own ticket, but then she got it to where all three of us sat together. So when we boarded, he kind of came back to the seat, and that was the first time I got fed dinner on a plane without paying extra, and then not being in first class, got told these drinks are free. And when they pointed at these drinks, they pointed at the wine as well, and the gin and the tequila. And I'm like,
See.
and I kept being like, these are free, and pointing over the liquor, and they kept pointing at it. And I finally just was like, all right, I'm gonna just be me. Are you saying this tequila is free? She's like, do you want Sprite? I was like, please, 3 of them. She was like, all right, 3 Sprites. I was like, 3 tequilas, 1 Sprite. She was like, I'm like, yeah. The best curry chicken I had, amazing.
Wow.
But it wasn't until after we landed and we kind of like met Debs that we actually kind of got a chance to be like, Wolf, Archie, Wolf, Ray, all over again. And I guess the best way I can answer that is I didn't meet Archie because it just felt like I already met him when we did our interview beforehand, and been doing reactions. So this kind of was just continuing what we already had in person, if that makes sense. It didn't feel like I was meeting someone. It just felt like I'm seeing the bro for the first time.
Meeting up finally, or like first time.
Energy wasn't weird. It was like we was picking up where we left off, but we had nothing to pick up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, some people just click like that, though. Like,
yeah, that's those are my brothers.
They're wonderful, wonderful people, and I absolutely adore
them.
Yeah, you guys have like helped me a lot in life in the last couple of years.